first period, even though it was tied afterwards, a lot of things seemed like you guys were doing well. I mean, did you feel like things turned in an especially noticeable way in the second period in any areas?
You know, right now, what we're doing offensively is missing. It's not connecting. The opposition is connecting for the scoring chances that we're giving up. You know, everything's almost 2-1 from attempts, 80 to 40, shots 40 to 20, chances are 20 to whatever they had, 13, 14. It's just we're in that spot right now, and so at the end of the day, we're losing games, and it's not good enough. We've got to dig in somehow and be better in all areas, better defensively, more determined offensively, and find a way to win hockey games.
Do you have any update on Philip after this morning?
Phil suffered a setback with regard to the injury that he was dealing with. He was evaluated this morning, continued to be evaluated. He's at his house here in New York.
Do you think these types of games are emblematic of the fact that you're sort of fragile mentally at this point? You give up one, you're immediately back on your feet. Even though you're playing,
I mean,
you give up one and the game changes.
Yeah, I mean, I think they scored on the first chance early in the second. It was you know, we tried to make a pass at the offensive blue line. It goes back the other way. A few minutes later, they score again. I'm not even sure it's a scoring chance, but it hits the shin pad and goes in the net. So now it is a scoring chance, and it's a goal in the back of the net. So they pick up another one right away. There's no question, Larry, that you know, when those things happen, you can feel the air leave the bench a little bit, and we want to win hockey games, and we're pressing and trying to do the right things in the first period. And I thought we could have scored 3 or 4 goals in the first period. I thought we had good offensive zone time and good looks and good quality chances. And we walk away with one, and it's tied 1-1. And so we push in the second period, and they get one off of that partial breakaway, partial breakaway. And like I said, they get the bounce on the third one, and we've got to pick up from that point and press on. And I think we lost our way a little bit after that. And then in the third period, I thought the guys went out and tried to push again. They get another one to make it 4. But
well, is it as simple, and it's never simple, but is it as simple as when you're playing well, you know that something good's going to happen. You know that you're going to make something good's going to happen. When you're not, it's like are they waiting for something to go wrong? Are they waiting for?
I can't answer, you know, for each individual person in there. I know that we went out in the third period and we still attacked the game and tried to get in the offensive zone and deliver pucks downhill and get people to the net. I thought we did a better job getting bodies to the net tonight to make it more difficult on their goaltender. We knew that he's a big guy that is having a strong year. Played a good game tonight, but I thought we did the right things offensively to try and connect. Conversely, the problem was when it came back to us, there was, you know, we probably could have done something better on all of the opportunities that they got, but there wasn't a volume thing. It was more that they were opportunistic and we were not opportunistic tonight. Where does that play into the bench? I don't know. I thought our guys, even though that happens and you feel it, I think the guys continued to try and push and work hard and put the puck at the net. But it's not, at the end of the day, it's not getting done. It's not good enough. We lost another hockey game in our whole building, so we got to continue to try to figure out a way to do a little bit more defensively, to try and push a little bit harder offensively, a little bit more to the attack with our determination.
You guys know you were trying to change up your D pairs a little bit there, but how tough was it to lose Linger in that early in the game?
Yeah, I mean, it just taxes the D a little bit. It's tough, obviously, to lose that player, and that type of player, I think is tough. But then when you get into that rotation of 5, you're finding your defenseman double shifting that's one thing when it happens in the third period, and you got to finish out the last 12 minutes. But I think it was probably 5 minutes into the game and we're down to 5, and so really for 2 3/4 periods, you're down to 5, and you're double shifting a lot of defensemen for a lot of minutes, and they're a big, strong team that skates. I thought that inside of the game, I thought that there were pockets where we were in the offensive zone and controlling things and pushing. And then I thought there was times too when we were defending, and I don't know if that factors into it or not, but we spent pockets of time in our end trying to shut them down as well.
You got a big goal from Capo. Did you hope that that gets him going when you get,
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought that Capo played a strong game last game. I thought that he was noticeable to me in San Jose. And you know, maybe a goal does give a bounce to him.
Do you have an update on Ryan?
Upper body right now, being evaluated.
Well, to ask you too, just back to Phil for a second, just how tough is it to see him with everything he's been through?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously tough. He's you know, he's a important piece to our team. He's a good young player for us, so it's tough to see that.
What did you think of Igor?
You know, I thought, in general, I thought that there's things that our whole team can do better. Igor, the power play, the forwards, the defensemen, there's opportunity for us to be better in a lot of different areas. And that's what we have to focus on and what we have to do. I think he made some big saves, but at the end of the day, everybody's got to do a little bit more. Everybody's got to dig in a little bit more.
You mentioned the power play there. That was such a big strength at
Yeah.
the beginning of the year and the last month or so.
Yeah.
Been there. What are you seeing?
Yeah, since, you know, it's probably right around the first of the year, since, you know, it hasn't, at the beginning of the year, it was moving a little bit crisper. There was, passes were a little bit crisper. There was a little more pop in the way we did things offensively, a little bit more downhill attack to what we were doing. Yeah, we'll look at it tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.